Right, let's have a serious chat, because what I'm about to tell you is going to sound like something out of a dystopian movie, but I promise you, this is real, and it's happening right here in Australia. Every single one of us, from the youngest kid to the oldest pensioner, is about to be forced into a choice between freedom and a new kind of digital slavery. And I'm not being dramatic when I say that. In fact, I think I'm understating the danger. Under the guise of protecting the children, the government is about to roll out a system that will give them unprecedented control over our lives. A system that will track our every move online, monitor our every purchase, and scrutinise our every thought. A system that will make the surveillance state of China look like a kindergarten playground. They're calling it e-safety. I'm calling it what it is, a digital prison. And once we're in it, there's no getting out. This isn't some temporary measure that can be rolled back when the emergency is over. This is a permanent, irreversible change to the very fabric of our society. This isn't some far-off threat. This is happening now. And if we don't wake up and start fighting back, we're going to lose the very freedoms that our grandparents fought and died for.
You are watching your world erode in real time. And the people around you keep pretending it's just another Tuesday. They've traded everything that made life worth living for the illusion of security, endless scrolling, cheap distractions, a paycheck that barely covers the rent. But deep down, you know the truth. The system doesn't need you anymore. AI is rewriting the rules. Mass immigration floods the labour pool, and you are being phased out like an obsolete machinery. This isn't a warning. It's the reality staring you in the face. Most won't see it until they are starving for scraps. But you are awake enough to feel the noose tightening. Let that sink in. Every day you show up, clock in, consume what they shove in front of you. You are feeding the very beast that's devouring you. The cashier at the supermarket, your old mates down the pub, even family. They are all hooked on the drip of comfort. Morals bending like cheap plastic in the heat. They'll justify it all. It's not that bad. Just work harder. Someone else will take my spot away. Someone else will take my spot anyway. But you see through the lies. Generations before you built this cage. Comfortable in their suburbs while signing away your future. They voted for the policies, ignored the warnings, and now you are left holding the bag as cities fracture into ethnic enclaves. No-go zones sprout like weeds, and digital IDs become the keys to eating, travelling, existing. Picture it 10 years from now. The West, as you knew it, gone. Cities carved up by racial and cultural blocks. Each group policing their turf. Slowing any outsider who dares cross the line. Governments pitting them against each other to keep the masses distracted. While the real power brokers watch from afar. You'll scan your digital ID for a loaf of bread, a bus ride, a doctor's visit. No compliance, no life. And the threat of invasion? It's not some distant boogeyman. It's the slow bleed that's already underway. Accelerated by leaders who treat borders like suggestions. AI handles the jobs you once fought for. driving trucks, coding apps, even diagnosing illnesses. Immigrants fill the gaps at lower wages. No questions asked. You are disposable, replaceable, a statistic in their grand redesign. This betrayal runs deeper than a handful of suits in boardrooms. Your people sold you out. Parents and grandparents who lived fat on cheap energy, endless growth, and unchecked immigration. They partied while the foundations cracked. Factories shipped overseas. Communities hollowed out. Values diluted until nothing cohesive remained. Now, it's your turn to carry the load. Skyrocketing rents, wages that don't budge, a culture that's a mismatch of imported chaos and corporate slop. Friends you trusted, they'll fold first, trading loyalty for a government handout or a gig economy hustle. The supermarket clerk smiles while scanning your groceries, oblivious or complicit in the surveillance state blooming around her. Everyone you thought had your back will prioritize their own survival. Morals abandoned like yesterday's news. Don't fool yourself into thinking anger alone changes anything. Rage without direction is just noise the system absorbs. People aren't ready because comfort is a hell of a drug. They notice the changes, the stores emptying out, the streets feeling foreign, the bills piling up. But they won't act until it's unbearable. By then, it's too late. The digital chains are locked. The ethnic fractures weaponized. The AI overseers watching every move. You've been conditioned to chase pleasure, hoard comfort, cling to certainty, a happy family, a steady job, respect in your community. Those are relics, bait to keep you compliant. The plan is one world government, one diluted religion, one enforced way of thinking. They'll strip it all anyway, so why cling? Except you are nothing to them. No power, no control, no future they'll give to you. Let that truth burn away the illusions. When you internalize that you are disposable, a cog they can swap for a bot or a border crosser, something shifts. The fear loosens its grip. Why obey a machine that views you as obsolete? Why feed it your time, your data, your obedience? Most will comply for the bare minimum. A pod to sleep in, synthetic food, viral distractions. You'll get your digital rations if you scan and smile. But you've glimpsed the end game. Obedience isn't survival, it's extinction. Disobedience starts in the mind. Not with Molotovs or marches. That's theatre they script and contain. Real defiance is quiet, relentless friction. Stop consuming their narrative. Ditch the apps that track your every click. The services that demand your biometric soul. Pay cash where you can. Barter skills with neighbours who get it. Build networks that bypass their grid. Learn to fix your own car. Grow your own food. Trade without their banks. Refuse the digital ID, not with screams, but by making yourself unprofitable to monitor. Go off script. In conversations, plant seeds of doubt in the slop feeders around you. Why scan for bread? Why trust the borders? Watch their unease grow. This isn't about reclaiming what's yours. That's a loser's game. The system's rigged to keep you chasing shadows. It's about starving it. Every dollar not spent on their products. Every data point withheld. Every moral line you hold while they erode. That's the disruption. They'll push back. Fines, isolation, temptation. Your comforts will vanish first. That easy weekend. The reliable Wi-Fi. The family dinner without tension. But in accepting you are nothing, you gain everything. Freedom from their expectations. The fire to act when others freeze. Look around Sydney. The cost of living chokes you. Housing auctions where migrants with cash outbid locals. Rents doubling while wages stagnate. AI tools already replace entry-level work. Chatbots handle customer service. Algorithms curate your news into compliance. Protests fizzle because identity politics divides. One group screams race, another religion, while the elite laugh. Here in Australia, we are ground zero for digital ID trials, where opting out means exclusion from basics. The no-go zones aren't myth. Parallel societies thrive in suburbs. Cultures clashing under official blindness. Fast forward a decade. Tech giants dictating policy. Governments as enforcers. Religion homogenized into feel-good spirituality. Thinking policed by AI sensors. Ethnic blocks. Managed cities. Your neighborhood, a fortress of one tribe. Outsider threats. Invasion pressures mount. Not tanks, but demographics. Turning nations into boarding houses. You'll need to scan to eat. To move. To breathe free. Families fractured by economic migration. Kids raised by screens. Power reserved for the compliant elite. Respect earned by obedience. But you are not them. Identity politics failed. Apathy wins because the strings are hidden. Now, with AI accelerating the coal, it's time to embody the nothing they see in you. Refuse the scraps. Let go of the dream they'll let you thrive. Build anyway, in small cells, parallel economies, untracked lives. Disobey by existing outside their metrics. When the masses wake to bare minimum hell, you'll be the anomaly. Unbreakable because you embraced the void first. They can't control what they don't own. Starve the machine. Become the glitch. This acceptance isn't surrender. It's the ultimate FU. They designed you to break, to consume, to comply. Prove them wrong by walking away intact. Your fire ignites, not in denial, but in clarity. You are nothing. So their rules mean shit. Act like it. The system's strongest when you play along. Make it choke on your absence. In 10 years, when the prediction lands, you'll look back not as a victim, but as the one who saw it coming and refused the script. That's power they can't touch.